I guess peeing in public is alright here. Dude, there's mad pigeons. But you can just jump and take a look at the city. Everything's so modern, all skyscrapers. Everything is just shiny. These streets in Myeongdong are super walkable, but they just go forever. Already noticing lots of Jehovah's Witnesses on the street. Put on our gloves because you know what's gonna happen. This is a bulgogi burger, Korean style burger. Pretty cool part of the airport here. Look, there's this like theater sofa couches. You can just kind of sit back, you can lay down if you want, have a rest. I mean, it's like completely empty over here. All these gates are empty, there's no one here. Good morning. It's early morning. Well, feels early. It's about 8:52 in the morning right now. Just landed at Seoul Incheon Airport about an hour ago. So just passed through immigration, customs and all that. I got baggage and here on a layover to catch the flight back home. So when you have a long layover in Seoul, it's best to actually go into the city. Don't stay in the airport unless you only have a few hours. So what I'm doing today is just unpacking some stuff here, getting my camera ready. I'm gonna take it into the city and do a little bit of exploring. But first, need to find a place to store the luggage, as don't want to drag this through the city. But I'm gonna show you guys the journey of having a layover here in Seoul and getting into the city using the transportation, and how it can be worth your while rather than just staying in the airport if you have more than 4, 5, 6 hours or so like I do today. I have 9 hours of a layover. It's pretty long, but that's how it is when you're connecting from Southeast Asia to the Pacific. I want to show you guys the baggage claim here. This is the area. There's a lot of baggage claim in Incheon Airport, like 20 plus different baggage carousels. So you have to know which one yours is at, because you can be on the total wrong end of baggage claim. If you need to store luggage at Seoul Station, you come right here to the storage delivery. The thing is, there's lockers down where the airport railway station train is, but they're all occupied first thing in the morning. I don't know if that's people going to work or something, or that's people from the airport, but better to just store it up here in the room, and it's easier. It costs probably a little bit more, but easier. Oh, it's been a long time since Dunkin' Donuts. Man, Dunkin' Donuts was always a staple back in the States, so I have to start the day with some Dunkin' Donuts. Look, they got the donuts to go ready, the munchkins. You can self-order. They have a whole donut rack over there. Korean pastries. All right, here we are, stepping out into South Korea. Oh, it's not so bad.
No.
Thought it was gonna be colder. It's supposed to be like 61 degrees today. It is colder than what we're used to at 85 degrees, but that's pretty good with the sun. And this Dunkin' is gonna get the energy going, as I'm very, very tired and behind in sleep after taking a 2 a.m. flight. So the plan is to kill 4 hours out here in Seoul before heading back to the airport to be there 3 hours early for the next international flight. And to do so, we'll just go over to the Myeongdong area, walk around, get some food, and maybe buy something. And there is the wonderful city of Seoul, South Korea. And we're currently on this little land bridge here, as you can see. Lots of nice plants on it. And it cuts across the road here, so it's easier to get across the road, as we didn't see a spot to go underneath, which there probably was, but this is cooler. You get a better view of the city. Lots of nice plants. And a very pleasurable walk. Wow. Bang Bang playground, trampolines for kids. That's cool. It's closed right now, but if I was a kid, I'd sure go on. I mean, I'd go on there as an adult, but they probably wouldn't let me. But you can just jump and take a look at the city. Pretty cool. The goal today on this little quick layover is number 1, get coffee. So that's done. Number 2 is going to eventually be have lunch before going back to the airport. And then number 3, check out some shops. Maybe buy some souvenirs, some crafts, something. It's so crazy coming from Hanoi and how Hanoi was super like traditional and everything was very close together, jam-packed, some tall skyscraping like buildings. But then you come here to Seoul, everything's so modern, all skyscrapers, everything is just shiny, lots of glass, not really any traditional housing. Everything looks like it was built in the last 10 years, 20 years maybe. And then the streets are just wide open, huge. Air quality, so much better. And yeah, both cities are very unique and very, both cities are amazing to visit and to travel in, but it's really nice to see a contrast between two places. And the other thing is the weather. As I was saying, drinking an iced coffee, my hand is numb. I could barely feel it because it's so cold. This little paper isn't doing anything. And that's why I had this jacket. I had to buy this jacket in Hanoi before coming. Otherwise, I wouldn't have survived with just a t-shirt and a thin sweater that I have. Already noticing lots of Jehovah's Witnesses on the street, you know. That is a big thing here. Haven't seen that in a long time. Here we are entering the Myeongdong streets. The markets, the stores, the street food usually that's here, especially in the evening time. I don't know if there's street food out here in the morning, but it's only 11 a.m. right now, so. As you can see, these streets in Myeongdong are super walkable. It's the old, what is this, like cobblestone or something like that. But they just go forever as far as you can usually see to another main road usually. But then there's all the streets cutting across as well. And you have so many stores, shoe stores, clothing stores, makeup stores, random things. Man, look at the crazy seafood. Some sort of snails, flounder, shrimps, all sorts of crazy stuff. Wow, massive crab. Holy. Lots and lots of good food to eat here in Seoul. Just hard to choose. What do I want to eat today? Some nice meat, some barbecue. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says Korean traditional chicken dish. Craving some fried chicken. Oh, but the Koreans know how to make chicken so good. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna head up the street here in the Myeongdong area, and we're gonna find some fried chicken with some tteokbokki. Or we go to Outback Steakhouse. Oh, so many restaurants to choose from. You pretty much eat anywhere and everywhere. Just come here and eat all day long. The only thing is there's loud music everywhere. And usually the good thing about Myeongdong is if you don't want to sit down at a restaurant, you can always get street food and walk around. Look at that. Looks absolutely delicious. Look at those cheese dogs and hot dog sticks. Oh man, deep fried satisfaction right there. K-photo, lots of little shops you can go and take photos in the photo booths. Get some crazy socks and random gadgets. A lot of Labubu everywhere. That Labubu trend is just bonkers. And souvenirs and stuff. The place we're about to go get some nice delicious fried chicken and stuff is up here, called Gumne. You probably can't see it. #1 oven roasted chicken place in Korea, apparently. Let's see if that lives up to what it says. Just gotta find it. It's over here somewhere. There we go. 3rd floor. Chicken and pizza. Gloves because you know what's gonna happen. Surgery. Man, that food hit the spot. Now we got some extras to take to the airport and maybe get a good meal that's not just crappy airport food before getting on the flight, as usually the food in the airport is not too great, but here in Seoul it's actually decent, but the airline food is just plain out terrible usually. So just gonna take a little walk and see if there's anything we want to purchase. Probably not, but just kill like about 30 minutes before we get on the train, head back to Seoul Station, and then head back to the airport, pick up the luggage, and spend a few hours in the airport before the flight. What's going on with this area, but it smells like spray paint everywhere. Maybe they're refurbishing buildings and that's why it's so strong. It's a very strong spray paint smell that just straight clogs your nostrils and makes you feel like you're gonna be higher than a teenage huffing thing. See, that's the thing, if you have a layover in Seoul, you got 4, 5, 6 hours or more, you know, you just come down here, like I said, come to this area, do a little bit of shopping, eat some food, go back to the airport. But if you have a lot of time, you can really hit multiple areas. I forget all the names, like Incheon, I think is one, this area, but you can hit the other areas that like have like the traditional village and, you know, more restaurants and stuff. But definitely recommend having like an overnight layover so you have more time. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Alright, that's a wrap on Myeongdong there. Didn't buy anything, but didn't really plan on it too much. Figured if there was something we saw, then we would buy. But to be honest, suitcases are stuffed, so don't really need to put anything else in the suitcase. Bought too many things in Vietnam. You can already see how much more busy the streets are getting, especially right here, just crossing the main intersection, because it's lunchtime. It's actually just after 1:15 in the afternoon, so everyone is going out, getting lunch, meeting up, and then going back to work or school or wherever these people are coming and going from. Dude, why is there so many pigeons? Dude, why is there so many pigeons right here? I guess peeing in public is alright here. Dude, there's mad pigeons. Be free! So we were actually gonna try to take the subway or the train line back because it was just 2 stops, but unfortunately my old Korea transport card doesn't have enough Korean won on it to do it, so didn't feel like taking out cash. We'll just walk back. It's only like 20 minutes and the weather's pretty nice, and we still have about 30 minutes until we need to catch the train back, so just in time, and not enough time to stop and check out anywhere else. Like over here you can see there's a wholesale market, an alleyway of just different shops. I think it's called like Namdae Num Mun Market. I don't know how to pronounce it, but some market over there. You can really tell autumn is here as these leaves are turning yellow, orange, and red. It's that time of the year. Miss living in a place sometimes where there's autumn. Alright, successfully made it back to Seoul Station, ready to catch the airport train back, and it should only be about $10 a person, I think. right, successfully made it into the airport, past check-in, past security, got the train here. As you can see, this is Terminal 2 of Seoul Incheon Airport. When I flew into here, it was Terminal 1. This one's a bit different, has a little bit more of a variety of different things, so it's pretty cool. I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, I just wanted to say, if you're coming to Seoul Incheon Airport, you want to get that Railway Express, the train that's very quick, like 40 minutes to come here. Best to do is book a ticket beforehand, a few hours, maybe a day, using a third-party app, or just going to the station and doing it, and also doing a round-trip ticket, because when we tried to come back, they were all sold out, and the only available one was like an hour away. So we didn't want to wait that long, as that would make our international connection time much shorter and more risky. So definitely do it ahead of time. One thing I want to mention is that security and check-in process actually is pretty quick here. Less than an hour for all of it combined. I think it was maybe 45 minutes total. Super quick. That's what I like about South Korea and Japan. Their airports are super efficient. A lot of the immigration and security part is done self-serve, so you just have to scan your passport and go through. Very simple. And then you're on the side. Alright, we're gonna go up to the food court, check it out, see what's up here. Up on this floor, there's food court, transit hotel, Matina lounge, and duty-free pickup. So up here at the food court, they have 6 different restaurants. You got street food, you got burgers, pork cutlets, Korean noodles, soup, and more Korean cuisine. Pretty good view here. When in Korea, get a burger, right? This is a bulgogi burger, basically a Korean style burger, just loaded with all sorts of sauce, tomatoes, onions, good nice beef patty, good bun too. It's pretty tasty. $10 for this, fries, and a Pepsi. Can't complain. The onion is so strong. Alright, that was a solid meal here in the food court in Terminal 2. This food court is nice. I like this one better than Terminal 1. They have similar options in terms of types of food, but I think the quality might be a little bit better here, and it has a more chill vibe, I think. You have the scenic view of the airport here. You can really look out and watch the planes and stuff, and that's what I'm going to do, spend the rest of this evening, as the sun's going to be going down soon as we wait for our flight, and check out. Yeah, just watch the planes, you know? That's all there really is to do when you go to the airport. There's not a whole lot going on. Yeah, this airport, or this part of the airport, has to be quite new, because I've never seen this in an airport where there's the charger that's magnetic. Wow. Not only is there a magnetic charger, you got a USB here and also a plug-in port that is not the type that I use, but that's pretty cool. As you can see, this is the end of this part of the wing of the terminal. I do think it's very new. As you can see, this is a display of it. Let's put this in English here. English. As you can see, this is the style of it, and we're at one end here. So we're at this end, but there's 4 different ends. In the middle is where all the food court and the stores are. There's some stores along the wings as well, but maybe this one isn't new. Maybe these ones have been here, I just never have come this way. Maybe I've always gone on that side. It's hard to say. But let's see if there's somewhere I can get a drink. That's what I'm looking for. Convenience, that's what I need. Looking. Oh. Dang, it's so far. Holy crap. Dude, I ain't walking that far. How about the CU? Dude, way far. They don't have anything over here? Dang. Alright. Gonna have to see if there's like a vending machine or something. God, it's so far away. So as you can see, this is a pretty cool part of the airport here. Look, there's this like theater, like amphitheater layout with the huge steps. Then you have this like outdoor courtyard. You can't go out there, I don't think. Doesn't look like you can go out there, but maybe you can. But there's like a little temple or pagoda or something like that. And then you got all these bamboo trees. It's really nice. This is a really nice part of the terminal that I have not yet been to. But even the floors, like look, it's got all these nice hardwood floors that are pretty much unscratched, untouched. And it's just empty. I mean, it's like completely empty over here. All these gates are empty. There's no one here. Obviously, this part of the terminal is just not active. Oh man, look at it. They even have sofa couches. You can just kind of sit back. You can lay down if you want, have a rest. This is really, really nice. So far, just one person I've seen over here. They got it all to themselves. They are doing it right, that's for sure. But look, you even got the individual sofas, so if you want to do some work, you can kind of take a phone call. It's kind of a little bit private. Sense of Italy. This looks like it's a cafe, but I don't think it's open, as it's dead over here. I mean, they would be getting no business. There's a few more people chilling out over here, just hanging out. Yeah, pretty nice. And you can see the other part of the terminal is like over there. It's hard to tell on the GoPro, but quite a lot of space on this side. And then it looks like upstairs here, there's actually a lounge. Not sure which lounge it is, but I don't have access to that, so I can't go up there. I wish. But like even these bathrooms are closed, under preparation. So maybe they're still building them. This part of the terminal has to be new. I don't know what else it could be. Oh yeah, upstairs it says Korean Air Lounge, Prestige and Garden East. So there's a lounge over here. And then you guys can see straight off in the distance over here by where I was sitting, there's a big wall that says Dunkin coming soon. So they're gonna have something else here. So this part of the terminal is so limited, so it definitely has to be brand new. And I'm sure in the coming months it's gonna be nicer. They'll have more flights scheduled out of here probably. Well, there you have it. That is Seoul Airport. A quick layover here in Seoul. If you are transiting through Seoul Incheon Airport, you have more than 4, 5, 6 hours. Get out of the airport, go check out the city, and then come back. It's totally worth it. For now, I'm gonna catch my flight back home, and I'll see you guys on the next travel adventure.